I was waiting on the other side of the street there and everything, and, you know, for once I was like, you know, legally in the right.
Yeah.
You know, most people would just write that, and, you know, I was waiting for the watch sign, and I guess the bus driver was right here, and it's weird because, like, there's 2 or 3 cars in front of him that, you know, they were able to see me and stop and everything.
Were they turning as well?
Nah, they just went straight.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, you're talking about a car that's like, you know, 10 feet higher than everyone else. He can see over everything, you know? And, I mean, it was still with the green walk symbol as I was crossing, and he just kind of plowed right into me.
When I got here, they were pressing the button, checking everything. It seemed like they really wanted to pin it on you.
Yeah. See, it's funny because they didn't bother to specify which article. So 2712.8-12, that actually states that any person riding a bicycle on the sidewalk is given the same rights and duties as a pedestrian. Woke up the next day, I got MRIs done. I have 3 herniated or slipped discs in my back. Like nerve damage all the way down my right leg. Tears in my arm, everything. All my muscles in my right leg are torn. So.
How was your experience with the Las Cruces Police Department that night?
Fairly terrible. I mean, they kind of leave you in the dark, they don't say anything, and then just all of a sudden you're slapped with a citation, you know? They held me for 20 minutes after everyone else was gone just so they could give me the citation. What their purpose was behind that, I have no idea. That just seems shady to me, you know?
Where were you headed that night?
I actually just got off of work and I was headed home. I'm actually, this is like 2 blocks away from where I live, so I was almost home when I got hit.
And was your bike your only means of transportation?
Yeah. So
what became of the bike?
Oh, it's gone. Brake system's completely shot, tires torn up, handlebars are completely shot. Like, the bike was pretty much mangled.
Have you received any word from the Roadrunner bus?
No, still waiting on word. It's been over a month, and I've had to be in contact with my lawyer, and all he's been able to do is say, you know, they told us that they're investigating, and that's the extent of what they've said to us.
Okay.
It would be right about there where the lines fade out is where I was hit. Like maybe a little bit past that, closer to this side, but I mean, I couldn't have been more than like 3 feet away from the actual sidewalk here when I got hit.
And you wound up kind of in the street further that way, or?
Yeah, I was thrown off of the bike and I wound up
by that arrow?
Yeah, over by the arrow. So when the bus stopped over me, I had to crawl out from under the bus and pull my bike out from under the bus and everything. So.
Did anyone help you?
No.
And were you the one did you walk over here on your own, or did you kind of?
Yeah, I did. I was using the bike as kind of like my crutch and everything. I was limping as soon as I got up from the bus. I just didn't know it was, you know, this bad.
Yeah.
But no, the bus driver came out and said, "What happened?"
What was the bus driver's name? Do you know?
No, he didn't give me his name. I didn't get any information from the bus driver.
Did you ask for it?
I did, but no one gave me anything.
They refused to.
Yeah. With all honesty, dude, I shouldn't have been able to get back up and like sit down here. Definitely sticking it out, man. I mean, since that day, dude, it's like I'm looking at lifestyle changes. You know, with the spinal injuries, it's like a hit or miss thing. I don't know if I'm gonna get better from this.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, because the bus driver didn't want to pay attention to the lights that were, you know, going on the street. Like, my entire life has to change. Like, you know, the people around me have to deal with that and stuff. You know, my family and my loved ones are, you know.
It affects your whole way of life, huh?
And it's all just because, like, that one dude wasn't paying attention, you know?